Alrighty, we're gonna be doing this every week, or try to at least, with league races and kind of help some of the maybe less knowing guys of the track, or just a kind of guide to kind of help everybody get around the track a little bit, as much as I can. So this is going to be the one for Irwindale Speedway, week 3 of the season, first short track of the season, and a new one. There are many different ways of driving this one, so let's just jump right into it. Alrighty, as we roll off pit road here, you can see the wideness of this track, but first thing I kind of want to talk about is the restart zone. So we're coming up on it. You'll see the red line on the wall right there and there. As you can see with the pictures, this will be the restart zone for the race. A little bit wider view now. So there's the kind of the view that we'll show it. That's the 2 lines on the wall and 2 lines on the track, which is pretty easy to see. That'll be the restart zone for the race. So that's because this is one of the NASCAR tracks, or one of the tracks in iRacing that doesn't have the Geico restart zone, or it lined up. So we're gonna be using that as the restart zone for Irwindale. Out of the restart zone into turn number 1 on cold tires for restarts and the initial start. It's going to be a factor. Be careful not to wash up. As you see, I'm still on the brake, even on the top, using the brake. And there's still a little bit of a push. So cold tires, you're going to have to be looking out for that on restarts and everything with the low tire pressure. Alrighty, down the backstretch in turn 3. Brake in the wall, you'll see on the backstretch and right before that white line. Then you kind of modulate the brake in the center to about this point, and then you start rolling into it slowly. First lap. Thought it would have a little bit more grip, and it didn't, so be careful on that. You see me get loose right there, but be on the lookout for that first lap. Alrighty, gonna do a few laps of speed now. You'd see with the brake and telemetry and things like that. Here, this is one of the most unique short tracks in iRacing and kind of all over the United States. It's got multiple lanes of racing, progressively banked, so a lot of different factors. The ARCA cars in real life run here, and trucks are pretty similar, so that's why we really wanted to bring them here, or at least I did. As you'll see into turn 3, this time I do run a little bit lower underneath that dotted line, and since it is progressively banked right above that dotted line, it starts to bank even more, so that's another way to get around. And this track is pretty unique for this line right here. You slow it down a lot, get it to the bottom of the track, be on the grass, and you can get wide open pretty early. You're going to lose momentum, so you'll have to be careful getting up the track and getting clear. But this track you can run different lanes in, which is awesome to see from short tracks. Most short tracks you really can't in iRacing, but you can run bottom and top. Just make sure you get it slowed down on the bottom and things like that. But this track will be fun to watch and battle in. Here, I put it on the top and kind of run the wall. It's more banked up here, so it's possible. You just got to use a little bit more finesse with it. Kind of overdrove turn 1 there, but still able to get it done. I know 3 and 4 is a little bit more banked, and you can go down there to the very bottom. Going down to the very bottom and like the grass only works on 3 and 4, so you do have to kind of be careful with that. But not too bad. Little few laps around here. You guys can kind of watch it and see, but not too bad of a track, and it's pretty fun once you get the hang of it. Time for a fast lap or a qualifying lap. Could be a doozy, but down the front straightaway here, you'll see hard on the gas, going 122 before we get to the break in the wall. That's where I like to brake. Kind of mess up this lap. I like to straddle the dotted line, keep right sides above it, left sides just below it. Is the lap I like to run, but down the back stretch and into 3, this is the big one. You'll see the light on the wall and the Irwindale Speedway on the back stretch. It's really like where I like to brake, and it's all about getting it to the bottom. Get it to the bottom, get to the grass as early as you can, go pretty close to it, and just get early on the gas as much as you can. Get it to the bottom, get wide open as quickly as you can. That'll be the fastest lap that you could run. One thing I wanted to comment on with 3 and 4, it's possible to run in the race, but if you mess up, it could be pretty big. You can gain 3/10 from running down here, but you could lose 5 from messing it up. So it's a big corner to get right. It's all about getting to the bottom, as you see here in the clip. Got to be easy on throttle with you running the bottom, having a lot of will into it to kind of keep it turning. And you see there it did wiggle just a little bit, start to spin tires, but on exit, you'll have to be careful of getting clear on it. So just wanted to kind of make sure everybody knew that. It's possible to run the race, but it works, but it's hard to. Alrighty, so entering pit road here, as you see on the bottom, here's a top view of the track, and then this is how you enter pit road, as you can see also on the video. The red line, kind of the way to get into pit road, entering turn 3 on the little track where they run kind of legends or bandos in real life and things like that. But the blue line is exiting, so you'll have to be careful leaving pit road on exit. I know it's a little zoomed out, but that's the way to leave pit road. That was actually a pretty good pit entry. So kind of show that there too, how to enter the box here. But yeah, that's how you do it. And then be careful, obviously. Don't think there'll be any green flag pit stops or anything like that, so won't have to worry about that. But leaving pit road, be careful to stay low and not just come up on the track and, you know, be in the way of someone if possible. That's gonna do it for the Irwindale tutorial. I'm gonna be doing this every week, depending on kind of what everybody says. This is kind of targeted towards the league guys and guys in Discord and things like that to help maybe some of the newer guys or some of the guys that don't know every track or have the knowledge of it. So I like to try to help as much as I can. So I like to show the telemetry and all that with as much as I know, and everybody says as good as I am, I like to kind of pass that down and help as many people as I can with it. So kind of explain through the restart rules, how to get on pit road and things like that, and then show the fast lap and racing line just in general. So kind of short, but I'm going to be doing this every week, I believe. So if y'all enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.